Okay, let me tell you, it's Vlogmas number somebody. Okay, now it's holiday time, and sometimes you're invited to a party, invited to a potluck, invited to a white Christmas, no, white elephant, where you buy a gift like under $20 and then somebody can steal it anyway. So if you have to bring food, I'm gonna show you an easy dish that you can bring and make. But you gotta make gravy though. But let me tell you, oh, you check out my Brooklyn shirt. Only certain people know what the 718 is. That was actually the area code that I grew up in Brooklyn, okay? So, you go and get you some pre-cooked meatballs. You put them in the oven, they're frozen. You put them in the oven for 15 minutes and they're done. Get all the juices from the meatballs and then you make you some gravy. I'm gonna show you how to make good gravy. I make good gravy. Yes, I do. I may not know turkey and I may not know stuffing, but I know my gravies, okay? And my Alfredo sauces. So listen, you do it this way. You have your little pot, and if you have a crock pot, you make your little gravy, you dump the meatballs in them after they come out of the oven, and then you take the whole crock pot, then you plug it in when you get there. You're good, you're done. Oh, and let me tell you, for the white elephant, if you gotta bring a gift, sometimes they can be a gag gift. But let me tell you, this one is useful. Swear to God. What you do, you go buy a case or the 24 pack of toilet paper, and child, when people see you come up in there with that big gift and you wrap it up nice and pretty with a big bow, and maybe you want to put a $5 or $10 gift card in it with it. Let me tell you, hunty, they're gonna be clamoring to get that gift. Let me tell you, I always need toilet paper up in here, honey. So yes, toilet paper, but get the big case. That's more like $8.99, $12.99 or whatever. Cute gift, or just get that. I'll take that from someone. The way these kids go to the bathroom up here, and when I'm sick, I use toilet paper. I could go through a whole roll of toilet paper. So let me tell you, toilet paper for your white elephant or your gift exchange. Useful gift. We all use toilet paper and we all need it. It'll save you a trip at the store, honey. Cause let me tell you, I gotta go every day. The meatballs. Back to, I'm gonna show you how to make the gravy real quick. You need flour, cold water. Don't ask me why. Everything I've learned over the years, you use cold water for your gravy, or you can use a chicken stock or beef stock. Flour, cold water, oil. But you gotta saute your onions and stuff if you choose to do onions, or you don't have to. The drippings from the meatballs, use everything you can. And then my secret ingredient that I did not have for Thanksgiving that made me upset. This is what I put in my gravies. That's why I was so upset during Thanksgiving. I don't know what I purchased. Knorr's. This is what I use. It saves lives and gives everything flavor. Knorr's. Go out and buy you some today, okay? You want your stuff flavorful? Put this in. Your greens, your string beans, your soups, Knorr's. Okay, so let's make this gravy, sugar. So here's everything. You got your meatballs, your oil, your water. This is some of the drippings from the meatballs, flour, and then you have your chicken stock, your Knorr's, and the meatballs that came out of the oven. The pot is heating up. Really, it is that simple. That's all you need, people. But the flavor, good. These meatballs are not too bad. Let me tell you, that vegan stuff went out the window. I'm not sure if I graduated to meatballs yet, though. Fresh turkey. I've had, I was hungry. Thanksgiving, that was it. But I haven't graduated to ground beef. That make my nerves bad. Vegan out the window. And let me tell you, you know what else went out the window? Digestive system back to regular. That's gone. And I may have to go back because my body can't handle all the meat stuff. So anyway, my pan is heating up. I'm gonna put the oil in there. Then I have some onions, and I'm gonna throw some onions in there. Maybe I shouldn't because everybody don't like onions. Oh well, more for me to have. So did you see how the flour, it was a cup of flour. You see how the flour absorbed all that oil and it looks dry? Don't worry about that. That's when you start. Now I'm going to start to add my water. And I'm not using chicken stock because once I add the bouillon cube, I've kind of made a chicken stock, right? So watch how it slowly comes together. I can't live without this one ingredient. Why I use it is because my mama used it and I grew up with this. So my kids, they can't eat no white gravy. It can taste exactly the same, but if the color is not brown, they won't eat it. My gravy is tasty, very tasty. Maybe add a little more pepper, but the flavor is there. And what happens once I throw in those meatballs, it's gonna have more flavor. And that's it. And you put a lid on it and let it simmer for 15 to 20 minutes, because you remember the meatballs are already done. Let me tell you, I know how to make meatballs from scratch. My meatballs are good. I make everything good. So even when I don't know how to make some, it comes out good anyway. That's a gift I've had. Okay, so all my food, everything I make is good. Okay, so you put a lid on there and you let it simmer 15-20 minutes. You go up in there like bam, bam. And if you want me to tell you how I make my meatballs from scratch, I don't be buying the frozen ones. Heather came over with those things. I don't do that. I don't do that. You know, some people do that. I don't do frozen. I do fresh. I don't do frozen. I do fresh. Fresh. Okay. But maybe if I'm tired, I might. It's a nice little time saver. So there you go, you'll be the bomb. Everybody be talking about your meatballs and your gravy, because the gravy is the bomb. It's very tasty. And then once the flavors marry with the meatball flavor and my gravy, what? So, how you make your meatballs? How you make your gravy? Is your gravy different from my gravy? Some people put mushrooms up in there. I could get with that. Onions, garlic. That's what I do. What else do you do? Leave in the comments. Leave what you do in the comments below. What is something that you make really well? Let me know. Maybe we can swap recipes. Leave it in the comment box on YouTube's, okay? Not Facebook. YouTube. And make sure you share it. People and you know they bringing something. And be like, oh, check out this recipe. This may be something you want to bring, but follow her recipe to the T. And make sure you clean in your kitchen first. You know, because let me tell you, when I was pouring the meatballs in there, those meatballs were running away. None of them fell on the floor. They fell on the counter. I picked those up because I wiped my counter down. But you don't know. You have some people cooking at their houses. They fall on the floor. They pick it up off the floor and put it back in the pot. Don't let them have cats or dogs. So then you have meatball, cat, dog hair, gravy, meatball stuff. Don't do that. Don't do that. If it falls on the floor, rinse it off and put it in your own mouth. Don't feed it to other people's mouths, okay? Don't do that. Don't do that, okay? Or just throw it away or give it to your dog, because they'll be there to be a Hoover vacuum cleaner for you. But don't put it back in the pot, okay? Don't do that. I like animals, but not in my food. Okay? Mwah! Happy holiday! Hey!